Alright guys, a lot of you requested this, and now it's finally time for me to get it out of the way and do this album. This is an album that a lot of people love. This is an album that a lot of people praise. This is an album that a lot of people just absolutely hail to the top of the mountain of the metal realm over the past 10 years. We are, of course, talking about the self-titled album by the band Wintersun. This was released in 2004. It's an 8-track affair. 54 minutes, 9 seconds long. Got some absolutely massive tracks on this album. And let me tell you, it is a thing of beauty. It is a true masterpiece, and I do have to agree with everybody who speaks so highly of this album. I've possessed this album now for about, I would say, maybe 4 years. I do believe I got it early in 2005 thanks to a friend of mine who recommended it to me. I had heard about it, however, I had not picked it up. I was a fan of Isaferum. I was a fan of a couple of other power metal bands at the time. He said, look, you gotta check this out. So I did, and was blown away then. It's been a little while since I got to recapture this album and really relive it. So whenever you guys recommended this, it was an exciting time for me, and I really thank all of you guys for doing that. I'm gonna go over the track listing briefly with you. I'm letting the music really speak for itself on this one, because at the end of this, I got something really, really important to say. And I am going to go Angry Music Nerd on you guys, so you guys finally get to see the anger. Anyways, the track listing, we have Beyond the Dark Sun, which is track number 1. It's 2 minutes, 38 seconds long. Short little introduction, kind of introduces the album to a listener. You can definitely tell right from the start it's going to be full of heavy, heavy, powerful riffs, and it's going to be very, very melodic. It's going to be a lot of blending, so to speak, of the deathy riffs, or the deathy vocals, as well as the cleans. The cleans are really getting a huge spotlight here. Track number 2, Winter Madness. Sets a theme, sets the cold, sets the desolation, sets the snow. You know, this is basically what it's all about, Wintersun. Think about the name, Wintersun. You know, whenever you think of Wintersun, you think of a couple of different things. You think about being snow-blinded. You think about the sun cascading off of the snow, where it temporarily blinds you, it takes your eyesight away. You think about the imagery and the beauty of the sun cascading down after a winter snowstorm, and it's really setting this theme for you. You have Sleeping Stars, which is track number 3, Battle Against Time, which is track number 4, and then we start a little cycle to me where it really seems like it's talking about a slow, beautiful death in this atmosphere, almost like walking along a path that you're treading, and then all of a sudden you reach that point where you can no longer go on. It reminds me a lot of the tragic fate of the lead singer of Winder. The lead singer of Winder, unfortunately, was walking from one place to another in a heavy snowstorm, ended up getting buried. He ended up getting so cold that he passed away. It was a very tragic death. Winder has since gone on to form Breed, which is a band that includes many of the former members of that band. But at any rate, sorry about that, folks. Had to take care of a little business. You have Death and the Healing as track number 5. Track number 6 is Star Child, and track number 7 is Beautiful Death. This is the reason why it seems very cyclical to me, because it seems like it's going and following along that theme and sticking with it for those 3 tracks, and then you get to the epic 10-minute and 16-second long finale entitled Sadness and Hate. Overall, this album is absolutely stunning. It's hard not to say good things about it, though. The guitars are beautiful. The way in which they're able to meander in both the melodic and the heavy is very well balanced and very creatively done. This is a band that at the time was doing something that was only becoming kind of a staple in the European metal genre. This is something that other bands had kind of done before, but Wintersun really took it to the next level. They took it epic. They included both deathy and clean lyrics. They made it extremely melodic. They made it accessible. They made it, you know, just a great experience for the listener. Now here comes the hate. Wintersun, I understand you're in different bands and stuff, and this is sort of like a side project, but what the fuck? There has been a follow-up album for this entitled Time that has been slated for release now for over 3 years and keeps being pushed back. This is absolute bullshit. Now I understand that you really made what many would consider to be the perfect album here in Wintersun, here in your self-title, and you're thinking to yourself, shit, how in the name of the mother of God are we going to top this? I understand that, but but at the same time, the fans have been clamoring for this. There have been so many release dates that it's been absolutely ridiculous. I remember seeing release dates for this for the beginning of 2008, whenever I was looking for stuff for 2007 album of the year. There's been stuff all through 2008, 2009, now we're getting into 2010, and we're still getting into the fact that this is still TBA, to be announced. We don't know whenever it's going to be released. They don't know whenever it's going to be released, and it's pissing the fans off, especially me. Whenever I told people that I was doing this album review, you know what I got? You know what I got? I got, wait, is this a new album? And I had to say, no! So goddamn it, get your shit together! By the way, this album's a 9 out of 10. Take care, guys. Actually, no. I'll talk to you now. I'm still pissed off about this. I can't get over this fact. Look at these CDs. Look at this collection. Look at what some bands are able to do. They're able to turn out an album year after year. But you know what? Some of that stuff is shit. I understand that. I understand that this is not a band that should be doing that. This is a band that should be carefully crafting an album that is going to be great. That's going to be an amazing experience for the listeners. Exactly what they did here on Wintersun. But come on! Lil Wayne, a fucking rapper. Yes, I'm making a rap comparison. He's had his album from this year pushed back for months and months and months, and people have been clamoring and bitching and whining. And you know what? I understand how they feel now. We've been waiting for this for 3 fucking years. And if it doesn't come in 2010, I'm going to tell you this. 2011, I'm not even going to give a fuck. Whenever it's released, I'll do an album review of it, but I'll call it Chinese Democracy. You know why? Because it probably won't exist then. Chinese Democracy existed after 15 years, after Axl Rose finally got his shit together. But you know what? I'm really hoping, and I'm really praying, guys, that Wintersun does not become another Guns N' Roses, and it's not another Axl Rose Chinese Democracy. Because while I love Chinese Democracy, I don't know how you're going to top this album. This album is great. This album is close to perfection. I enjoy this album greatly, and you will too. So now I finally will, and actually, bid you adieu. Hold on a second, guys. What's that? You just saw in Spirit of Metal the time's been released. It's been rated by 20 people? Really? Hold on, let me try to see if I can find this on... I can't find it. No, I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it on the Pirate Bay. I can't find it on any torrent site. I don't see anything for it. I don't know what the fuck they're reviewing, but they're obviously reviewing something. They don't have any... Well, apparently, if it's fake, it was a damn good album for a fake, because it's a 19 out of 20. Everyone seems to love it. Oh, yeah. They're kind of idiots. Well, thanks for nothing. False alarm. Someone said it was released. I don't know. I don't see it. I can't find it. It's not anywhere on the internet except for one website. What the fuck?